Okay, this video, I just happened upon it, that hopefully happens to y'all.
Business offering is changing because it needs to change. The tech conglomerate has so many fingers and so many pies, it has found itself exposed to basically every risk and opportunity in the market today.
Okay, global megacorp. We will have our business fingers in so many businesses, so many pies, that will be open to every risk imaginable. Okay? Now, Minecraft could fix this in that, like, we will test and test and test and iterate and iterate and iterate, make the businesses foolproof, solid, unsuable, everything just working perfectly.
Softening demand for maxed out customers, pushback from exploited third party retailers, returns fraud, investors who want to actually start seeing some profits on all the AI hype, a growing dependence
AI is pretty bad.
on advertising revenue, a degrading customer experience, competition from Chinese retailers who are selling a lot of the same crap anyway, and the fact that they are literally running out of human beings who haven't already worked for them before and quit. It's easy, and honestly sometimes a little bit fun, to point out the flaws in
Oh yeah, that's great.
Introducing the FilterSorb Whole House Water Conditioner, a complete home water filtration.
The expectation was that the company, in combination with the other retailers that were forced to put on sales in response, would generate 2 Black Fridays worth of sales over this time, just without the trampling. And paying for a service, there was understandably a bit more pushback. But the problem is a growing reliance on advertising bloat. Amazon is now one of the largest advertising businesses in the world. According to company financials, they have made almost $60 billion last year from advertising alone, a revenue segment that outpaced every other part of the business. Amazon.
What does that exactly mean? They made money on advertising? I guess they have
Amazon
ads.
now
They run
brings in more
ads.
money from advertising than it does through its Prime subscription service by a significant margin. The most publicized place where these ads started popping up was on Prime Video. The company was one of the first to roll out ads on top of an already paid streaming service. For the three of you who have actually watched,
I mean, might as well have ads. That's cool. All right, I'll note that down here. Um, let's see. I also want to note that down here. Okay, we will make billions from ads on our private internet. Okay.
Rings of Power, I am sure this was very annoying. Now, it would be
Anything
to
else?
stick with it, you'll get 20% off an annual premium subscription. Shareholders was, why is AI so important? Why? If a company spends $1 billion on a new office, they haven't lost $1 billion.
Yeah, they have. Our virtual offices are free for us, paid for companies. That's a lot of money.
They've just transferred it from cash into real estate on the balance sheet. But the Nvidia chips that make up a majority of Amazon spending have a very short shelf life. In 10 years' time, a commercial real estate investment will still be worth money. If the business is lucky, it might have even appreciated in value. But to
So here's where he's wrong. Unfortunately, I don't ever want to go against a YouTuber, but office spaces are going bankrupt because of Zoom meetings and work from home.
those of you who are still running a rig with a 1060 in it, you will know that in 10 years, these current state-of-the-art GPUs aren't going to be worth diddly.
That's fair.
People to work for them. Amazon is the second largest, but that would either
We're
cost
gonna
them
have all of the people workers. We're gonna have so many workers, and it's just gonna. I don't think we can beat Amazon at their own game. Okay, we can't manufacture chips or hard drives, but we can assemble parts together, and our brand will be powerful. So, what is our brand? Okay. If we can 3D print electronics, essentially, and maybe they're plastic, Or there are metal 3D printers. Um, or maybe we even have some metal shaping factory somewhere. The point is, we can break into electronics, but, and they can be very customizable electronics. Like, they could have pixel art patterns, they could have any design you want on them. Um, they can be designed very cutely and stuff. They can look alien, maybe. They can look, they can probably look kind of wild. Um, and the point is, they need to be really good. And if we're designing them, since it's our brand, they need to last like 10 years. Like this equipment needs to be good for like 10 years. Um, whatever equipment it may be. And, you know, basically we'll have people set up in their garages making these things one at a time for the most part. Um, which doesn't seem efficient, but if everyone's making the same thing, except, different patterns or whatever, um, we could probably get as much output as a normal factory eventually. Um, and then we'll probably be buying parts at a premium. Um, but maybe Global Megacorp as a whole can buy parts at a discount and ship the parts to the various houses for assembly. Um, uh, or, okay, I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, I don't know.
Time when
Okay,
one country was ahead of everyone in making computer chips, and it was Japan. In the late 80s, they produced more than half of all the chips in the world. Today, less than 10%. But what if I told you that Japan is quietly getting ready for a huge comeback? Right now, they're building one of the most advanced chip factories in the world and at the same time design top-tier CPUs in 2 nanometers technology.
okay, let's stay away from CPUs, but artisan,
It's
okay.
the exciting part. Let's see what Japan is actually doing and how do you rebuild the entire advanced chip industry from scratch. First, they're bringing in everyone. The government, big companies, universities, even partners outside Japan like TSMC and
Okay, this is a positive affirmation. Okay, we're bringing in lawyers, programmers, everyone that possibly nurses, possibly doctors, everyone that could possibly help across the internet to help us.
IBM. But their biggest bet is on one new company called Rapidus.
Oh my God, I'm pretty sure I'm getting scammed and I don't know how to stop it. Okay, anyways,
And it's not your average startup. It's actually one of the wildest startups out there. It's
that's just like
backed by
us.
the Japanese government and by huge names like Toyota, Sony. The episode comes in. Incogni helps you. Now, let's talk about what it really takes to build an advanced semiconductor fab. And here, it takes way more than just one company.
Okay, we need logistics. We need a supply chain. Okay, bring it back to logistics. maybe certain areas are responsible for certain parts. If we're building it from scratch, well, things can be 3D printed. Hmm, I don't know.
We need entire ecosystem working together. Moreover, when
Do we need an, okay, we have an ecosystem, we might as well use it. Okay, I don't think there's any more useful information in this video, but what we can do is in Minecraft try to make items that represent pieces of equipment in Gamer City or whatever. Um, or maybe this isn't about Gamer City. Maybe this is just about making artisan things across the world. Okay, so okay, here's a memory, and you need to use memory for all of this. There is a company I know who makes 1 million pieces of metal bits a day. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I know that it seems like manufacturing electronics is like a big ask, and it kind of is. Because we might need like a single part in every piece, in every electronic, and we're gonna need to buy that in bulk. But it's like a specific piece, it's a proprietary piece, and we basically need a factory for that. Now, we could design around doing that and just use items that are already generally available and just buy those in bulk and ship them to our manufacturers. I just got a phone notification, so that's probably what we're gonna do. But also, um, you know, all of that was kind of shaky, but it was decent enough. Um, Anything we build has to be the best. That's the last 10 years. Has to have all the amenities, the features, the quirks that anything else has, and then some. Okay, we need to make the best camera with all of the best stuff. Like, it's gotta be, we can make a general purpose camera, we can make a film worthy camera. And it's gotta have all the quirks of a film camera and be like 10% as heavy and just be the best thing ever. Um, um, then we can build them in people's garages, basically. Um, just ship them the parts and they assemble them. Um, or they 3D print stuff. Maybe there's a lot of 3D printing going on. There's metal 3D printing too. Um, and yeah, that's about that. No planned obsolescence. If we make an item, it's got to be replicable in every garage, basically. And it's got to be that good. So, okay, have a nice day.